What up, family? This is your girl, Stephanie, here on My Tea on What's Tea. And we are looking at season 5, episode 13. Yeah, I'm just now getting into the mix on this. Not really, I've been watching the show. I just hadn't really been wanting to do a review. But I was watching this and I've seen some other people review, and I hear, what people have been saying about Melody in regards to this. But anyway, so let's get into it. The episode starts off with Martell and his mother having a conversation about the trip and everything. It's real cute, you know. I mean, it is what it is, but I kind of feel like Mama is in fantasy land. She is taking this trip a little bit too gung-ho with some of the things she's saying, which I don't feel is conducive for Martell, because it just makes him want it more, want the relationship back more, and we already know he wants that, and we don't need him acting up more than he already has been acting up. So, but anyway, there wasn't much there. Let's get back into it. I mean, she putting 20 on 10. It's been the best days of my life. Like, girl, please stop. Probably for a long time, because you stay on in the ends. That's what they call the hood in like UK, in the UK or whatever, I believe, the ends. So yes, beautiful house on the beach. The beach is healing, period. So I'm sure she's been having a good time, but take it for what it is, sis. Take it for what it is. You know what I mean? I gotta say, it was sad to see, the flashback that they did, and when Mortel's mother started crying, she really was heartbroken. You can tell even back then she had more weight, so she probably been stressing out a lot lately without them Melody checks coming in. You know what I'm saying? So you just never know. That's probably a part of the reason why she having the best time of her life too, because again, that Melody money is providing her with with comfort, a lot of comfort, just as it did for Martell, because we all see who was the real brains of the operation. She just allowed him to look like he's doing stuff, in which a lot of women do. I've even done it myself. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going out somewhere with friends or family or something, and I know my dude ain't got the money or whatever, I'll give him money before we get to where we're going, so he can pay for both of us and look like he doing something. I know other women who have done that, but it's time for us to stop enabling these men, because that puts them in this energy of entitlement, and they just give you breadcrumbs. They don't truly appreciate what you're doing for them. And I feel like at this time, a lot of women are pulling back their energy because they're tired of being taken advantage of, tired of being taken for granted. And I feel, that's exactly where Mel is, and where she has been for, past season or two, however long they've been divorced. But anyway, let's get back into it. All right, so now we're at the part where Melody is talking with her mother about, how the trip been so far. She's now talking about the situation with Tisha, which, I feel like Martell was completely overstepping his boundary. Like she said, this him making decisions, for me, like he did in the marriage, the way he sat at the head of the table and made that decision like they were still together. I mean, I don't understand what's so hard about communicating with the person that you're trying to rebuild rapport with. Like it would have taken nothing for him to be like a, Tisha and dude is in town, do you mind if they come by for a little bit, come chill with us? Won't be for long, just a little, little kiki, kaka, and they'll go on about their way. Talk to her. But at the end of the day, we all know, or, I wouldn't say we all know, but most of us feel that Carlos King is the one who put him up to that. Carlos Queen. I really don't like him. He is such a narcissist himself, and that's the reason why he loved Martell so much. He sees himself in Martell. He's taken Martell's plight as his own because he feels like he can handle people any kind of way that he want to handle them, and they're supposed to still lick his boots, lick the bottom of his boots. And just that entitlement is so sickening and annoying. Every time he opened his mouth, he gotta give himself accolades. I'm the this and I'm the that, and nigga, shut the fuck up. Shut up. He is so annoying. I don't have the words to really describe, just to fully describe this narcissistic energy that irks me so much. But anyway, let's get back into it. So she's talking to her mom. Oh yeah, and then she's talking about Tisha and that situation. So he was completely out of line. They really came there to push their buttons and to start shit on the low. I feel, even though she was real, she cloaked it. She cloaked Latifah. I don't even want to call her name. Latifah cloaked it very well. She's smiling all in her face, but just the other day she was ready to throw bows. You know what I'm saying? You talked all kind of shit, but just the other day, I mean, you all up in her face, kikiing and kakaan and acting like y'all, like it's the old days. And just the other day, you was talking buku shit. And then she had the audacity talking about, well, I think she not really healed. She has made herself believe she's healed. Bitch, who the fuck are you to tell her? Or to try to assume some shit. You doing that gaslighting stuff that Mauricia, that's what I call him. Legs and hips and body. You doing the same shit that he do to you. Gaslight the fuck out of you and make you think what he wants you to think and think it's your idea. Bitch, stop playing. She got herself, bitch, oh my gosh, these people are so, it just makes your blood curdle. And I just don't get it. I don't understand what's so hard about being a decent human being, minding your own goddamn business, and living your life to the best that you can, instead of worrying about everybody else and trying to make their life live in hell. All right, I think I'm talking too much, so let's get back into it.
Keep it moving. Like, it's nothing for me to be thinking.
But I'm definitely glad that Melody was able to keep her cool. Okay. She was angry, and I felt like she was going back and forth in her head whether she was gonna, be a bitch the entire time, or if she's gonna play the game and be cordial and you know what I'm saying, not give them what they wanted her to give, which is attitude, which is, charging their ass the fuck up like they needed to be. So, yeah, but I really feel like Melody, she could communicate more firmly, but in the most respectful way possible. She could have just simply been like, hey y'all, I know Martell told y'all to come by, but now it's really not the time. This trip was for me, my kids, and my family. You know, we'll be back in Huntsville sooner than later. We can get up then if that's what if y'all want to converse or whatever. But right now, this is time for my family. And, I'll just catch up with y'all later. I'm finna go check on my kids and go about our business. They couldn't say, they wouldn't been able to say shit to that. They couldn't do nothing but respect it. She spent all this money again to go out of town, get away from Huntsville, Alabama, which includes everybody that's in that motherfucker, to have a vacation with her kids, and then they bring their ass on over there. There was some bullshit shit starting with the with Latifah and Legs, Hips and Body Adi and Mauricia and Carlos Queen. They were all up to that, but you know, Melody did what she did, but it was still like, speak up. You ain't got to be a bitch about it. Just like I just said, speak up and keep it moving. All right, let's get back into the show. Martell mama with the bullshit to my when she was talking about Tank and how he was saying that, I'm just so happy my mom and dad getting along. She was like, and let's pray they always get along. Just like I know they will. Bitch, have you seen the shit that your son did and has done in the past? What you talking about? I know they will. Check your son. You never checked that fool. So I can't stand bitches like that. You know what I'm saying? Delusional as fuck. Just saying shit because it sound good. But man, stop. Stop. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so now we get to the part where, a lot of people been talking and saying that Melody was throwing jabs and this, that, and the third. So they getting on the yacht and everything, and she's like, oh, this your first time on the yacht? He was like, yeah. She's like, welcome. This, that, and the third. This is a part where I feel like Melody can be a little petty. You know what I'm saying? But then I also heard someone else say, or another person that reviews it, they were talking about how Melody is just protecting her heart. And when I look at it from that perspective, I can understand her, throwing digs and things like that, because when a narcissist begins to love bomb you, it's difficult to still hold that to hang on to remember all the pain that you've been through. How about that? All of the pain. And the pain outweighs the good, times 10. And because I don't even remember all of the shit that Martell did, but he stole $17,000. When she left, she wouldn't let her take any of the furniture, and even though she had the kids, he had them sleeping on fucking the floor, air mattresses and stuff. He's just done so much shit. But again, when he tried to put the pictures up and do all the love bombing things, it's kind of hard. So I feel like her throwing digs is her way of protecting herself, because she's been through this over and over with him. But there's always work to do. The healing journey is a lifelong process, because there's going to be new things that we're going to continuously need to heal from, that we're going to continuously need to learn, grow, and evolve from. So the healing process is a lifelong journey. However, do the work. If you're willing to do the work, then everything will work itself out. But a lot of people don't do the work. A lot of people are not willing to do the work. A lot of people are not willing to look at the man in the mirror and take accountability. Motherfuckers be allergic to accountability. And that's a motherfucking no-go for me anyway. Nah, mm-mm. But yeah, so they on a boat. Let's see what he thinks. And honestly, with her saying welcome, I don't really think that was a jab. That was like, I don't know what else you could say to that. She's like, well, welcome. Like, it's my first time on a yacht. And I was like, well, welcome to it. I don't know what you're supposed to say to that. Like, oh, well, I guess she could have just said, oh, well, that's what's up. That's kind of slang, though, so I wouldn't see Melody using that in this situation. She could have been like, oh, well, cool. What, you know, how you liking your first? I don't know. Welcome sound good to me. And he was like, he took that as a jab. And like, there was no reason for him to take that as a jab. Honestly, not that first line. Not that. Anyway, all right. So now they all super excited about the yacht, but storm coming in, so they can't go nowhere. Unfortunately, so they docking, but they're gonna wait it out, and the clouds are gonna pass by, and they're gonna get on the on the waters. You know. Um, so let's get to that. So here we go about Melody talking about, well, can we play my songs or whatever? She's like, I already told the kids no, but I was just messing with you. Too soon. That I do think was in bad judgment. But again, people talking about, well, she was throwing jabs. Shit, honestly, I feel she with all the shit that he's done to her, she needs to be throwing, uppercuts and going for the knockout. But she's on the vacation. She's trying to, she's the main one saying, well, things have been going good. The relationship, he's been respecting boundaries. So that is what made me feel like I can invite him on this vacation. So it will be counterproductive for her to get on there throwing jabs and doing shit to, excuse me, to what's the word? Antagonize him, instigate shit, But what I can say to her is read the room. Like, that's not a good place. It's not something good to bring up, considering that your songs are negative about him. Now he can, but that's the part that gets me, is him trying to get mad at the fact of they negative songs about their father and this and the third. Baby, you did it. If you a negative man, and obviously you are or were or have those tendencies, own it. Goes back to that accountability I was talking about earlier. Bruh, you did the shit. You did it. Own it. And if the song come up, just let the kids know, like, that's not how you act. That's not how you're supposed to treat the person that you love. I was wrong. I'm sorry that I hurt your mother in the way that I've hurt her. And, you guys were hurt in the process as well, because there was just a lot of negativity going on, a lot of misunderstanding. So I know that this song is coming from a hurt place, and this is the way your mom, this is her therapy, a way of getting things out. I understand that, and so, and just keep it moving. Like, you ain't gotta allow everything to to mess with you. I mean, honestly, I don't feel like I would give a fuck. I don't think I would care. You know, especially if I've done the work to change and to evolve, and I know I'm different. You can say anything you want about me. I'll be like, oh, whatever you say. Whatever you say. Because I know better. I know the real. You can't say shit. I know the truth about me. You know? So when somebody says some stuff that is completely off the wall, that is not of my character, nowhere near, you know, who I am as a person, like, this shit is laughable to me. But I'm not one that can't take constructive criticism either. Like, if I do something and it's wrong and you let me know, and, you know, I really sit down and deduce everything that you're saying, and if there's somewhere where there could be enhancement and change, I'm definitely open to that. Like, one of the easiest person to talk to when you talk with sense, you know. But anyway, this ain't about me. Let's keep it going. Babies, okay, so now we're at the part with legs, hips, and body. And his brother, what name can I have for this raccoon? I don't like Maurice. I used to like him, but now he's just as vile as the other brothers. So they're at this point where he's talking about Kimmy and the situation, and honestly, I don't care. I don't care to see their faces. I don't care to hear their voices, and I don't care, you know, to hear about the situation. I really don't. You know, I wish Kimmy the best. I hope that she does everything she needs to do to get well. But, you know, Kimmy has lately been the shit stirrer, um, instigating stuff. She's been flip-flopping. Who knows what other bullshit she's done in the background. And this could be karma. I'm not wishing nothing on anyone, but we don't know the ins and outs spiritually of her soul and the stuff that she does. So, you know, all we can do is, you know, wish for the best for her, um, and pray that this is just something that she can be, you know, a lighthouse for other people, you know, on with how she deals with it and how she overcomes, you know. Oh, excuse me. But, you know, this is reality TV. It's a lot of BS. So, honestly, you know, I hope it's not just for a storyline. This is reality TV we're talking about. I don't mean to be a bitch, but I honestly, you know, I hope that it's not just for a storyline for her and Raccoon. He just got eyes like a raccoon. Not that they dark, but they just beating. I don't know. Oh, I can't stand them. The knots. That's what I'm gonna call them. The knots. They so fake and phony. They just like politicians. You can't trust anything that comes out of their mouth. They speak very eloquently, but it's lies. And it's fake emotion. It look like they trying to squeeze out. Yeah, I'm good on this whole scene, baby. I'm fast forwarding through it. And this dude sitting here with his head on the table, like he in elementary school. That's his way of showing acting like he hurt. It don't look real. It look fake. So it's he wiping eyes. Ain't nothing watering. What you wiping, bruh? Ain't no water coming at them eyes. Ain't no tears. Doing all that blinking, nigga. You trying to make some tears fall. Sit your old this hug. He grabbed his head. Oh man, y'all looking gay now. Now let me stop. Forgive me to the LGBTQ, the book community. I was trying to sound out each, each letter. I'm gonna figure it out. LGBT community. Ain't that? That's the sound of the Q. All right, so the next episode is not episode, but the next scene is them going to dinner, and again, my hotel is overstepping boundaries. He done arranged for them to eat at a table on their own, and the kids and the grandmothers to eat somewhere else because he want to have a conversation. So first and foremost, again, this is where Melody can step in, assertive, but very tactful, and say, be like my hotel, come on, let's step to the side real quick. She can grab him by the hands. Like, I understand what you're trying to do, but I don't feel like now is the time for us to do this. Honestly, I'm just really not in the energy to do this, to have a conversation one-on-one. We're on vacation and I just want to have a good time. I don't want to have a serious conversation. I don't want to do this here. I simply don't want to do this here. So I would ask that you would respect how I'm feeling, because you just sprung this on me. Again, just like you sprung the situation with Tisha and with Latifah and legs, hips, and body, Adi on me. I was able, I tolerated that, but I don't like that you're coming in and making decisions for me and not consulting me. So from here on out, I asked of you, if there's something that you want to do, let me know and allow me to agree to it, because I should have a choice in the matter. And if you don't give me a choice in the matter, I will assert my choice in the matter. I don't want things to get negative. I want respect. So respect me, just I will respect you. So let's go eat with the family, because this is what this vacation is about. Let's go eat with the family, and then we can set up something when we get back to Huntsville, if you still want to have this conversation. Done. One and done. Either that or we can go back to the house and go to our respective rooms or places, or play a game with the kids and then go to bed, or y'all can go back home. But what we're not doing is this right now. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Let's get back to it. All right, so actually I skipped ahead. They're not at the restaurant right now. The part they're on now is the boat has finally got going, and so we're gonna get back into a few more of the little jabs, little tap on the chin that Melody gave Martell. Let's get to it. So Martell mentioned about doing things that that Melody would agree to, just like he agreed to certain things. I don't know what that is about. Like, just because you come up with something don't mean she needs to agree to it if she ain't down for it. Like, this trip to Destin is like a no-brainer. Like, you got the house paid for, you got everything paid for and taken care of. So of course you're gonna say yes to that. Can you provide her with the same accommodations and whatever it is that you got planned? Like, nah, she ain't gotta just say yes to stuff just because you want to throw something together. Baby, stop. This is not what this is. What kind of games are you playing? Because you're playing with the wrong one. No, we're not doing that. And so, Melody says, well, as long as the behavior is good, then, you know, I might say yeah. And in that situation, I feel like she's treating him like a child. Like, that is a little bit of a jab, but I'm sorry. It's a bit of a jab if they're being peaceful. Like, I can't go and try to compare it to all of the BS that he's done in the past. If you're gonna get over it, then get over it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not entirely in certain. You're not gonna get over it. You're gonna set boundaries because of the things that was done in the past. Set healthy boundaries. But there's if you're trying to move forward, there's no need to keep bringing it up in a certain fashion. You can bring up what you need to be able to keep that boundaries and to keep your wall up. You know, um, but it can be done in a tactful way. I I feel honestly. But anyway, so they're bringing up the fact that he commented on her braids and said they were really cute. And she was like, "Well, let me go change up." And then they're bringing up the fact that Latifah brought up something about the village, and Melody was like, my hotel don't believe in a village. So, but still, again, I feel like it is a little bit of petty, and I'm not mad. The fuck at it. She's keeping those walls up. She's keeping the boundaries up. If you like it that much, I might go change it because I'm not trying to get you to like me in that way. I'm not trying to get you to like me in that way. The village thing. Don't sit up here and play then play politician, and act like you all for the village when you was talking buku shit when I had, when I used the village that I had, perhaps when he was talking about all the babysitters or whatever when she was working. That was her village that stepped in to, take care of the kids for her, make sure they're good while she went and handled business for the family to be able to take care of them, to be able to take care of your ass. Because I've heard that she's even paid bills at his house so he can have electricity and stuff going while the kids are there. This really feels good on my legs, so that's why I'm chopping. But yeah, so she doing what she need to do, but you trying to make things as hard as possible for her to do that. Well, you did that in the past, and we all know after this show aired, they had their custody battle and shit, and he was being an asshole. Like, the bullshit started right back the fuck up. Right back the fuck up. It didn't take no time. So yeah, just like he said on here, I took the jabs, but I just laugh it off. I'm laughing it off for this trip because he's gonna put everything he can in this trip and pull out all the works and restrain himself just for this trip. There ain't no real growth there, because if there was real growth there, you would be able to restrain yourself not only on that trip, but every day moving forward. But you were just putting on a show. You were cloaking yourself. That wasn't a real and authentic you. So it means nothing. Absolutely nothing. But do feel that Melody brought up a good point, even though I feel like this conversation should have been had during the marriage. But and I don't really, I don't know if they had this conversation before. But honestly, I wouldn't see her having this conversation before because she wasn't on the healing journey that she's on now. Just some of the things that she's done to dig into her issues, to see why maybe she put up with being taken for granted for so long, um, and allowing herself to love people who hurt her, to stay around people who hurt her. Those are some things that is built up from childhood, um, childhood traumas in a way. um, and that makes me think about her relationship with Miss Van. Like, I mean, she claims, both of them claim that they had, a great relationship and how she was able to speak her mind and this, that, and the third. But if that was, completely true, then why didn't you stand up for yourself, before things got so bad with Martell? But at the same time, I don't really feel like we can hold that against her either, because, it might, because honestly, I've felt those emotions and I've been there. But I can say that, just with typical religious Black parents, it's, stay in a child's place. You don't say, what I say goes. Ain't no talking back. You can't express your feelings type shit. So I can understand why I would, go through relationship after relationship in that certain kind of way. But it doesn't make sense for Melody if she, like they said, was able to speak up and this, that, and the third. But at the same time, she's lived such a sheltered life, never encountered someone who was, slick and had the gift of gab like Martell had. So I can kind of understand how she could get wrapped up in that and not know, because she's just, innocent. She's just really naive. And, if you putting it down, and it doesn't even have to, I feel like I heard that a hotel is like this, so, but he probably got that tongue action, and the groceries, be eating the groceries, and be making groceries like, he be saying he be doing. So he probably had her like all kind of climbing up walls and stuff with that, with what his mouth do. So he probably had her wrapped up. You know what I'm saying? As long as, I mean, you warm it up good that way. Don't take that much of pow pow to she don't really care what you do after that, as long as you as long as she good off that. And then if you can, make it happen again with the stroke, which I don't think he could. Maybe he did. I don't know. She had 4 kids by him, so it must have been some kind of good. Couldn't just been, the head action. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, girl, his mama. It's just the way she talk around, the other three. Melody's mom, Melody, and the proper way. Hotel has cloaked his vernacular, if you will, if I even use that right. She just seems so out of place. But I didn't get to my point. Melody did, bring up the fact that, his mother didn't really cater to his feelings as a child, being picked on. She didn't really talk him through that. So that's probably, a big reason why he can't really communicate as an adult. So I'm glad she was able to make that connection. But talking to Martell mom about that, she's gonna deny, because she don't want to take accountability. Which that's just what people need to they need to vet people by that. And what I mean by that is, vet people about the relationship that they have with their parents. What kind of traumas or things that you went through as a child, and how did you overcome that? Did your parents help you through that? What kind of, just seeing what kind of emotional intelligence that they have, because you can end up in a situation like Melody. But I feel like that understanding and awareness comes with growth, inner growth, spiritual growth. It doesn't just come with age. It comes with being intentional. So, and that's something I know Martell mom has never done for herself, because she don't want to take responsibility or accountability for her wrongs, which is why Hotel is the way he is. So now they're at the restaurant. They're sitting at a table by themselves, and she's like, I don't know why he want to rehash things from the past.
Already put in the necessary work to be in the place of peace. If you feel like there's some things you need to get off your chest, Martell, call Dr. Francis. But don't do it on my
Call Dr. Francis, exactly.
Vacation.
That part. But she could say that in the confessional. But like I stated before, she could have said that right when the maitre d' was sitting them. Like, yeah, no, this is not what we're going to do. This is not what we're going to do right now. If you want, we can set up a meeting when we get back, and we can talk about it with Dr. Francis. But other than that, no, sir, I'm good. I am staring at Melody hairline. She's like, I don't care nothing about trying to lay down no baby's hair. I really thought she ain't had no hair, but she it's not bad. It's a little thin, but it ain't bad. You can tell that's where she do her baby hairs. So, all right.
4 for you. Overall, the trip has been fine. Yeah. I wasn't expecting you to invite other people to come by. Now, I did feel like that was a little inappropriate, but it's okay. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? But that was kind of, I wasn't bad. They kids are our kids, and I mean, hey, they next door.
He talking about they kids saw our kids. They were next door. Like, they kids can see y'all kids in Huntsville. They ain't gotta come. What the entire fuck, bruh? What are you talking about? You making 0 cents. 0. Now he playing dumb. Talking about who tried to team up against you. Shit, like you was the ringleader. And so you tell me, like, what we not gonna do is play dumb. Let's not play dumb. Who's trying to team up against you? Did you just see her mama and everybody with the bullshit? Like, bruh. Stop trying to make her feel delusional. Stop gaslighting her. But she ain't for it. Look, she just said what I said. She was like, him trying to tell me to stop with the negativity is a clear sign of gaslighting. She's like, I've been positive this whole trip. That's what she about to say. Let's get into it.
I've tried to be positive this trip. I do have my limits and I do have my triggers. And this conversation that he has decided for us to have is bringing...
That he has decided for us to have. He didn't consult her at all. So that's already a trigger. But she needs to tactfully just say that and just tactfully walk the fuck off. Like, there's ways I would handle him so smooth, like, and just leave him stunned. Like, he would have nothing else to say to me. He really would. Unless he do something silly or crazy, and then that's all room and route for me to call the police or regulate if I got a piece. If I got my piece on me. I don't appreciate him trying to check her, talking about, well, we need to stop this right now. And she should have been like, you know what? You're exactly right. Let's go join the kids. Let's go join the kids. Let's go eat dinner with them. We'll finish this when we get back to Huntsville. One and done. I don't know why people on reality shows, they just make shit so difficult. You ain't gotta entertain the bullshit. And that's the part that makes only part that makes me feel like, okay, Mill, have you completely healed? Because so easy ways to handle the situation and just remove yourself. Easy ways to remove yourself. You don't. But I understand she's still a little triggered. Sometimes she still get a little stunned because he used choice words. We need to stop this now. Or he said something else that was real forceful. Like an abuser. You know?
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Me being here isn't just because you asked me. You know what I'm saying? It's because I want you to know I'm
Politician
apologetic
hotel.
for the things that I put you through over the years too, though. You know
You're
what I'm saying?
apologetic of those things.
Of course.
What is the difference from the way you feel apologetic now than the way you felt apologetic?
No, because now
all the years prior.
Because I understand. Because some of the times I probably apologized in the past, I still didn't understand 100% the reason I was apologizing. You follow me? Now I'm in a different space, and I don't have to point the finger at you. I'm accepting all the 100% accountability for everything I've done, because I know that
Really?
what I did was the ultimate cause of our demise. Period.
Do you really?
I am. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the things I put you through. Sorry for the things that I put the family, the kids through, things like that.
So he say he know that what he did was the ultimate reason why things ended.
It was major, you know. We had our lives planned. Some of the stupidity that I put forth, and me feeling that me pointing the finger at you for things you weren't doing, well, I should not have. I shouldn't have pointed at myself to be a better person within our marriage. And I feel now that I can sit here and apologize because I know that I did wrong. You know? So, yeah. That's why I wanted to sit down. I wanted to do that. Apologize for real to you while we're in a good space, and hopefully that you receive it well. You follow me?
I receive it.
Yeah.
I receive it.
Ooh, that's what's up.
Martell and I, we got married very young, and so we literally grew up together very young, and so we literally grew up together. There was a friendship there. There were a lot of life experiences that we shared. I'm hopeful that we can maybe get back to the root of when we first got together, which was a friendship, and us actually being friends. And that will enable us to do more things together.
I don't understand why she even want that again. After all he put her through. Once a person show you who they are, believe him. In the beginning when y'all were friends, he had an agenda. So of course he's gonna put, his best foot forward. Men can cloak themselves and show you the representative for probably, 2 years, 2 to 3 years. And you don't see the real them until, they get, it becomes too stressful to keep up the facade. And I heard that, they got married in less than a year. So the person that you saw wasn't who you actually saw. So it's a little disappointing that she hadn't come to that awareness, because she's still trying to have a friendship with him after all the things that he put her through. I mean, I understand being cordial, and being cool, but not being friends like you were before. Because it's just gonna open you back up to eventually being in a relationship, maybe getting married again. And rarely does that work out for couples who were once married and get back together. Rarely does it work out. And so there's more years of your life wasted. Sis, but do you, you know, it's not my life to live. It is not my life to live. So
without all of the bitterness, all of the attitude, all of the negativity, hopefully we can get back. Even though the romance is gone, the passion is gone, the friendship piece hopefully can still be there.
I ain't gonna lie, you deserve 1,000 apologies because again, we had everything mapped out. You know, what we had is a beautiful thing. Yeah, yeah, it was.
Coming up on Love and Marriage.
okay, so that didn't go the way I thought it was gonna go. Because in the previews, they made it seem like he was gonna be like, "Well, why didn't you do the things that do the things I need you to do?" And the way I, took it was that he was saying that because, why you, or maybe that's gonna come now because they finna have another conversation out on the balcony or something. So he just had this wonderful night, wonderful evening, and I just feel with everything in me, he about to fuck it up. There's just like a whole little dark energy that just, I'm like, he finna fuck it up. He finna fuck it up. Let me get through these commercials. Get through these marshals. Rewind. All right, hold on.
Together in 2 years. So my thing is, if I gave a little, you can give a little. So if I invite you to come and sit with me and let's discuss how the trip is going and how we're gonna move forward in a private moment, I mean, you should be cool with that.
How the fuck you gonna tell me what I should be cool with? You gave a little, I gave a little, you gave a little, and I gave a little, so you should be able to give a little. Bitch, what the fuck you talking about? I done paid for this whole trip. I gave a lot. So the little that you gave is your fucking time and your energy to come down here. That's all you gave. So no, you don't get to come here and try to run shit. No, sir. That's what we're not gonna do, and that's what you're not gonna do.
Let me finish my statement because you're coming off real something that
Oh,
got me
no,
going with what I was about to
it's
say.
okay. Yeah, all right.
For us to continue to move forward in a positive manner, it's not really anything necessary to think about the past or
Right.
woulda, shoulda, coulda, or I wish I had have known what caused this. So I don't think any of that matters. I think we should stay away from that.
Period.
I think as long as we do that, we'll keep moving forward, and our kids can keep seeing positivity.
Cool. At dinner, I wanted her to really open up. Just let me know where I went.
Open up for what? You don't deserve her to open up. She had 14 years of opening up. Because you opened up this one time out of 2 years. It took you too goddamn long to even do that. No, baby, you don't get no cookies. You don't get no pat on the back. It was nice to see. But now you fucking it up.
Wrong. While marriage went
Fucking
wrong
it up.
before the cheating. What got us to that point? But she don't want to talk about the past and things that
I think I done missed something. Part of it didn't record or something. Because I think this is the part where he was trying to say, well, why did certain things stop and end? Why did this tight ass jacket he got on looks ridiculous? I'm sorry. Boss baby, looking like boss baby up in this motherfucking jacket.
nature. But I feel that if I were to ever get married again, I would want to know what I did wrong prior to.
But my thing is, baby, all married couples is gonna tell you the sex begins to trickle off after so long. Y'all were married 14 years. I'm sure that the sex probably trickled off around probably year 7. That's a long time to be. And I'm sure she probably had a few kids. Hormones and stuff shifts and changes. So this is that entitled, insensitive part. And maybe Melody don't even know why. Maybe she didn't know her hormones was off. Maybe she didn't know she was going through postpartum. If you had been a controlling asshole as you show yourself to be in just little small slick ways, I can see why she wouldn't want. She not as turned on and don't want to do the things you want her to do. Like, nah, bruh.
I do want to grow, and I do want my next marriage to be successful.
Baby.
I had a good time.
Yep.
It's been positive, and just all of us being together again. What I think I learned from the trip is one day I can see both of us one day being in a very serious relationship with somebody.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? I want us to respect each other when it comes to that too.
Yeah, well, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like, we doing vacations right now with our kids, but one day you might be remarried, I may be remarried. Then that means all of us will be doing vacations together, and we still should all be able to get along, respect each other, and have fun.
Right. I totally agree with that.
I definitely don't think Martell is ready to see me dating right now. I mean, not too long ago, I literally had to confront him for crashing a date of mine, and his response was, and I do what I want to do, and I'm gonna keep doing it. And it's like, what? I'm hoping that over time he can accept that we are really done and there's no coming back, and that he'll move on.
Thank you for allowing me to get the kids.
Period.
To go on this book signing at the Essence during your week. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. You know, Martell, I'll be honest with you. As long as you do what you've been doing, which is being respectful, respecting my boundaries and all that good stuff, that ain't never gonna be an issue.
Yeah.
Period.
And I think as long as both of us continue to respect each other's boundaries, I think we'll stay in a good space. Regardless of, certain triggers. I guess like for me, sometimes we have to overlook certain triggers,
Here you
on
go.
this trip.
Ready to look, he just wanna give himself so many pats on the motherfucking back because you overlooked the trigger, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Cause look, I was real cool, calm, and collected. I think I was real poised through most of this interview. This review. But baby, I'll bring her out. I ain't gonna be a politician the whole time. I ain't gonna yeah, she'll get down with you. And he wants to get down for the get down with the get down. That's what he's doing right now. He's purposefully antagonizing and wanted to give himself cookies and cakes because he overlooked a few things. She overlooked 14 years of a lot of bullshit, bruh. And that's what I would keep throwing in his face. Well, Martell, I overlooked a lot of things in 14 years, including infidelity more than once. So, a little jab here and there. I don't think that's much to ask. But I'll definitely try to refrain moving forward because we want to be better, right? Would she be able to do that? I don't know. I think she would. She is me, her. She, me, her. I think I would be able to do that.
Me too.
And to me, that's how we gonna move from here on out, because we know the bigger picture of the kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, let's keep that energy.
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna lie, it's like, hey, I enjoyed it. I really did. And I do thank you again from the bottom of my heart for inviting my mom, and I really enjoyed it. Well, Mel and I, we want to come together and create some positive memories for the kids. And I think we were pretty successful at that. And it's my hope that we can continue to be great co-parents and show that our kids that we can coincide with one another and continue to create positive atmospheres for us all.
I know one thing, Melody can't be mad because she definitely gave forth the effort, and her inviting them out actually definitely created memories. So if shit go left, you know, she knows she did everything she could in her power. Chess not checkers. Do your thing, Mel. I ain't mad at you.
That's your mother's. I got
All right, man, we'll see you. Until next time.
Okay, I am.
Mel is looking good. She is looking good, honey. Okay. She ain't come to play. And he feeling some type of way. I bet he is. Yo bag. You dropped the bag. You dropped the bag. Yo bad. Cause baby, she is surfing with this little thong, one piece with the whole little gown part. She ain't come to play. And that's the thing though too, Mel. You didn't have to do it like that. You could have, made sure you was completely covered the whole time. He don't need to see none of it. He don't need to see none of it.
So you might I am with you, okay? See you next time.
Yes, okay. We're gonna do this again.
Okay. Come on, I'll take care of it. If it rains.
Oh, you know I will. Overall, I'm super pleased with how the trip turned out. And seeing the smiles on my kids' faces and
Yeah, she was doing the most for that with that outfit. She just wanted. She knew what she was doing. That's a little bit petty. Quite petty, because everybody getting ready to go, and you in a thong bathing suit, even though you got the little sheer thing over it. Like I wouldn't even, honestly, I wouldn't want to wear that around my kids. I wouldn't want them to see me in that. I would want my daughters to see me in a full swimsuit. But again, Melody got her little vices that she can work on. Is she an angel? Is. Can she do no wrong? Can't. Not after all she done been through. I'm a Melody stan. I'm a Melody stan. You know what I'm saying? No, but I can. I can let her know when she's wrong. And she doing the most right there. But that's just a little outfit choice. That's nothing big, nothing major. Oh, excuse me.
how happy they have been this trip, it was worth it.
Hey,
Bye.
happy day. Next on Love and Marriage.
Come on, cheeks. All right, y'all. Well, that is the review. I thought it was gonna go much longer because I just be yapping sometimes. But yeah, that's what it was. Hope y'all enjoyed the review. And until next time.